Yo, what's going on, everybody? Uncle Floyd here. I'm back for Neverwinter. The ZEN Astral exchange on Xbox right now is going to blow your minds. You can exchange AD for ZEN on demand, right? And it's been like that for quite some time, since I think July of 2023. So here we are, it's May of 2024. Within the last 2 weeks, right, leading up to Mod 28 and during the first week of Mod 28, especially over this last weekend, these last few days, I've never seen the exchange move so far, so fast as it has in the last few days. You might have seen a video I put out a while ago where I talked about where it was, and I thought, you know, if it starts creeping up above 600, I didn't think that the price in the 600s could hold up for long, right? I had positioned my ZEN at a sale price of anywhere from 624 to 649, 5 listings of 5,000. That's the most you can put on a single account. I put it there and I forgot about it. It was a couple weeks ago, right before Mod 28 dropped. So here we are looking at the exchange log. Let's go back in time. So the first sale occurred April 22nd, where I had my cheapest listing for 624 AD. I had listed these for sale 11 days earlier. I listed for 624, 629, 634, 639, 644. 5 listings, 5,000 each. I was curious because I usually check it each day, and I made a sale. I sold ZEN for 624. It appears that players were starting to ramp up their purchases of ZEN in anticipation of Mod 28 on the 23rd. A spike in demand for ZEN. I didn't expect there to be anything that was going to be that amazing that you had to rush out and spend your money or get ZEN through the exchange on Xbox. 5,000 sold at 624 the day before the new mod. On the same day, 5,000 started to sell at 629, and that sold out that day. My next listing for 634 sold that same day. The same day, my next listing for 644 started selling day 1 of Mod 28, and that sold out. The mod was released on a Tuesday, so all this stuff shows up on day 1, where normally you get an update to the ZEN market on a Thursday, and boom, all this demand. And after that, it peaked and now it's dropping. And on May 3rd, which would have been Friday, it's come down substantially. And I'm figuring, well, shit, if this trend continues and it continues to drop, it's going to be time to buy ZEN, right? I sold at 644. How cheap is it going to get? Can we find a new low? And then I went and I listed orders to buy. I do it more for fun than for profit because I'm not doing huge quantities. I'm not in there all the time. I do more of it for tracking purposes, out of curiosity than anything. So check this out. How about I offer to buy at 524 and another listing at 529, 519, 514. So on the buy side, I put up 4 purchase orders from 529 down in increments of 5. The same day, 5,000 ZEN I got for 524, a whole stack. The next day, Saturday, I got 5,000 more ZEN for 519. The same day, I got another 5,000 ZEN for 514. At 514, I'm like, time to offer even less. See what we get. 509, 504 AD. Can we get below 500 AD? I want to buy ZEN as cheap as I've seen in years. How long has it been since you could buy ZEN on Xbox for less than 500 AD? 494 I offered. I was like, no way. 489, just in case it keeps dropping, right? I managed to buy ZEN for 509. Well, I got a full stack I got for 504. I made sure I offered to buy more cheaper. To no avail. The ZEN never got cheaper than 500. So think about this. On the 22nd of April, I sold ZEN at 644 AD. On the 4th of May, I bought ZEN at 504 AD. That's a 140 AD swing from the day before Mod 28 dropped until 10 days after. And I was a seller on the high side and a buyer on the low side. I just thought that was absolutely nuts. I didn't expect it. I just kind of prepared for it. So I'm like, oh, price is going up. Sell, sell, sell. And then it stopped below 550. I'm like, bro, is it buy time? Between buying and selling at the highest and the lowest price, that 5,000 ZEN only profited 70,000 AD. So look, unless you're doing like crazy huge volumes of purchases and sales, it seems like a lot of work for just a little profit. Some players have multiple accounts, so that's a whole nother kettle of fish, using multiple accounts to leverage the ZEN Astral Diamond exchange. Look, I play on one account. I'm a free-to-play player, and I don't use exploits to get Astral Diamond. I just use the auction house and the ZEN market, and I find it interesting. We'd have to go back. How far back do we have to go on Xbox to see ZEN that was exchanging for, say, 500 AD before the bonding runestone debacle? I mean, we're talking about 5 years ago, the last time it was this cheap on Xbox. Let's talk a little bit about like the whys of it. Obviously, leading up to Mod 28, players were anticipating getting good items of good use and good value from the ZEN market, so the demand ratcheted up. I think the biggest explanation for why the ZEN was exchanging so cheaply these last few days is because the Astral lockbox was ultra cheap in the Wondrous Bazaar, and they changed up the items in there. Players were ending their listings to purchase ZEN. They were pulling their AD out, so the price of ZEN was plummeting. And I expect that if you look at the backlogs on PlayStation and PC, that the backlog also plummeted over time. That that correlates to a longer wait as it goes up and a lesser wait as it goes down. There's no immediate impact. That's the impact 2 months from now, where it might fluctuate by a few days, give or take. Or on PC, 10 months from now, where it might fluctuate by a few weeks, give or take. But on Xbox, these kind of events have an immediate impact. You're like, all right, you're boring the shit out of us with math and markets. Uncle Floyd, you're fucking nerd. I know, right? So I've definitely had a good time tracking the Astral Diamond exchange. That was the most exciting thing I did so far this mod. Oh, what does that tell you? Where'd my vanity pet go? What the fuck? He just ran off and did a faceplant into that pillar. And definitely, if you're not subscribed, please do. We're going for 1,000. We're going to make it. That's all for now. Have fun playing Neverwinter and have an amazing day or night. I'll see you next time, all right? GG.